Hello, I'm up for a training ride today in preparation for the GDMBR, which, if you don't know, is a ride I'm doing in July and August from Canada to Mexico. I brought my mountain bike or my trail bike, and I'm gonna do a bit of a loop of this place. It's called Twisted Oaks. It's a bike park, mountain bike track. It's got loads of jumps and all sorts of things. It's a really cool place. I use it mainly because it has a trail which goes all the way around it, about 10 miles, with some good hills and good climbs. I live in Suffolk, which is on the east coast of England. It's super flat here, so it's difficult actually to find places where I can, ride uphill, and I need to practice that because there's apparently a lot of uphill on the GDMBR, a lot of uphill. The highest peak in Suffolk, I looked it up, is 128 metres. So yeah, that's how flat it is around here. I mean, I could fall off that and probably survive, maybe twist an ankle. So I've got everything on. I've got pads on. I've got pads in here, on my knees, everywhere, and I've got a full face helmet as well. This thing, it seems a bit overkill, but there are some big drops on this trail and jumps and things, and I'm paranoid basically. I could easily injure myself, and I can't imagine what that would mean. That could cancel the trip, so I'm over the top, put it that way. But that's better than being underprepared. Convenient. You might be able to tell from all the puffing and panting on those POV shots, I am wildly out of shape. I'm not too worried because this always happens over the winter. I don't ride as much, and I know I get that back in no time. I'm going to ramp up the rides. I'm going to try for, I reckon, 150 miles a week to start with. Build that up to about 250 before I go, which should put me in good shape. So I'm not too worried about the fitness side of things. What concerns me more is things like saddle sores and chafing. I mean, they're unpleasant, and they can really bring you off trail. If you get infected or something, that could put a stop to it. So yeah, I'm concerned about that. I'm trying to, at the beginning of my preparation, pick what I'm going to do to solve that issue and try and stick with it. Sort of, there's no delicate way of putting it, but like get my arse conditioned for this ride, or for riding this much every day. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with padded shorts. Some people have suggested to give them a miss and just go with merino underwear. I'm not brave enough. I think I'm going to try the padded shorts. I measured my seat bone the other day, and I think my saddle's a little too narrow, so I'm going to look at getting a wider saddle. I've got a couple of options to try, a couple of things coming, so I'm gonna try and find the right one. And things like creams, chamois cream, I think that's one people are recommending. If anyone has any better ideas, then please put it down below, put a comment. But yeah, I think chamois cream. So I think that's what I'm trying to do, is pick a technique for dealing with saddle sores and chafing and all those kind of things, and then stick with it from the beginning. Because even if I've got it slightly wrong, by the time I go, with all the training and practicing and acclimatization, Arse acclimatization, then yeah, I reckon I'll be okay, even if I've got it slightly wrong. So yeah, That is my plan. I'm a novice. Just tell me if I'm being an idiot, please. I'm not going to be offended. So, as well as getting bike fit, I need to stay physically fit, you know, my entire body really. I think that's going to help. Definitely going to be part of my preparation. And I do go to the gym quite a lot, but I've moved away from weights and doing those sort of things because I've just noticed as you get older, you know, you're just permanently aching. I don't think I can maintain a sort of a weight routine when I'm lifting heavy weights. So I switched to calisthenics, which if you don't know is body weight exercises. I found a really good YouTube channel called Hybrid Callilsthenics. I'll link it down below. He's really good at he's just a nice guy. He's not intimidating or anything. He's not a show off, you know, a lot of these things are. Yeah, so he's got a routine where you do 2 exercises a day and that's all. So it's manageable, you know, even if you're not particularly motivated, which is me. And I can carry that out on when I'm on the trail, so I can do that every day as well. So yeah, try and stay fit whilst I'm out there. What's more important, I think, is stretches. I'm hopeless. I don't really do stretches, and I should. So I would like a 5-minute stretch routine before I start cycling every day, and once I've finished. So I can put one together, but if anyone's got any suggestions, then let me know. It's got to be about 5 minutes and nothing that involves a foam roller, because I just can't do it. It's too painful. I hate it. I know that's what I should do, but I carried a foam roller the entire length of the AT and I didn't use it once, so I just won't do it. I'm going to carry on now. This is the part of the trail where it starts getting really steep, so yeah, let's see how I get on with that. I suspect badly. Maybe not. So that's just about it really. One last thing to talk about, and that's diet. My diet is awful. I just don't eat the right stuff, so I'm going to start paying a bit more attention to that. More proteins. I need to do a bit of research into it. As for when I'm away, I don't want to just be eating rubbish like I did on the Appalachian Trail, just noodles with... It was basically super noodles, pepperoni, and it was awful. It was a terrible diet, and I'm sure that impacted how I felt towards the end, because I was knackered by about 2/3 into that. If you saw my last video, you can see it was a bivvy one. I did a 1-pot meal. I've got a Tokes titanium pot and a spork. That's what I'm going to be taking. So I'm going to make my own little cookbook, basically, to have a set of recipes. I made this like miso noodle soup, and it did have vegetables in it, and it was reasonably healthy. So it'd be nice if I could have 5 or 6 different things like that. It'll be different this time. On the AT I was just starving the whole time, but I think there's going to be plenty of food, plenty of opportunities. I've watched some people doing this trail. One of them, a guy travelling through, brilliant. I might link that below as well. Yeah, I'm going to head off back to the van now. This place is super cool. If you do live anywhere near here, Twisted Oaks in Ipswich is super cheap to be. I think it's like £120 a year, and you can come as often as you like, and it's just amazing. They're constantly adding new things. I don't take advantage of it really, because I'm not good enough to do these jumps and things. I can just bumble along, but there's things here that scare me half to death. I have done most of them, but yeah, I think I survived by the skin of my teeth. I do it for the trail, which is super good fun anyway. I mean, there's plenty going on with that, so I'd recommend it. I think that's it. If you're interested in following along with my GDMBR Great Divide ride, then think about subscribing. I start in July, so we got that to come. Thanks. See you soon. Bye. Yes, I am pushing it up the hill. It's the one up to the car park. I've done enough. I used to be able to do this trail twice in a row. Now I've barely survived once.